WrestleMania. That's quite the acapella group we've got going on.
That's right. There are some words to it. We don't know a lot of them besides WrestleMania.
There's lyrics. We could sing
I think it's like all the wrestlers get, like kind of like the SummerSlam one they did.
Okay. We could sing the WrestleMania
Slam Jam.
The theme that ended up becoming the Mark Henry theme that became the Teddy Long theme. The California theme.
California,
not that California.
California.
That's the only one I know.
They know the one that it's the same tune as Mac Militant.
I know what song you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's on the anthology.
And it's like WrestleMania. It was WrestleMania 16,
Somewhere in there.
17, 16,
15. Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Do WrestleManias have themes anymore, or is it just the latest song by Flo Rida?
They have a song this year. It's Flo Rida.
But it's not like there's not like a WrestleMania theme anymore.
It's Flo Rida.
Well, because the WrestleMania theme now
it is Celebrate.
song.
It is Celebrate by Kid Rock.
Is it?
Legacy by Eminem, and In Time by Mark Colley.
Really?
Who the fuck is that third guy?
He's from the
And did
Punisher
you say
soundtrack.
Yeah, it's that song.
Yeah.
It's that song. It's for the Undertaker, Brock Lesnar
Right.
music star.
Did you say one of them was Kid Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kid Rock.
Is it a new song?
Celebrate. Yeah.
What the fuck?
He does like kind of like a rocky country gospel thing now.
It seems like three things I don't want.
Well, you should just not want Kid Rock, period.
Well, yeah, that's... I don't know. Remember when he...
What if it's Kid Cash? As Kid Rock.
When Kid Rock sang at WrestleMania like 5 years ago, he was a decade out of relevance.
And they booed him. They hated him.
Well, he was terrible.
Remember they were doing Ba with the Ba, and he went to do for the fans to sing the line, and they were just met with silence.
You can roll with Rock, or you can... Guys? Chirp, chirp. Yeah. Literal crickets.
And then at the end, he was like, I thank everybody for singing Long Midnight. Like, nobody sang Long as a kid. Nobody.
That was rough.
Everyone fucking hates
that.
him.
That was a while ago, and that was way too late.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Actually, they kind of have a history. Like Limp Bizkit in 2003.
Saying crack addict. I'm a crack addict. I'm a motherfucking crack addict. And then rolling.
And rolling.
They're going to get Aqua for next year's WrestleMania.
Be the first correct move they ever made. Yeah. So what are we talking about, guys? SummerSlam?
As you may be able to guess, this is our SummerSlam 1988 review.
Preview.
We're
just going to tell you the matches
and
what we think is going to happen.
We're going to tell you what's going to happen and how many stars we think there'll be.
I think Bam Bam's going to take it home.
By the way, Bam Bam and Brett from King of the Ring is awesome.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Bam Bam's really, really good.
Yeah.
Like
it's a shame he's dead.
The short-lived team in Bam Bam and Vader in New Japan was like the best thing ever.
That's so good.
Cartwheels all day.
Cartwheels all day.
Cartwheels all day and beating the shit out of Roche Hase.
Oh, okay. I know we're going to get way off topic because we always get way off topic. But Dan showed me the Vader German suplex on Inoki.
Yeah.
That was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
That's where it comes from in No Mercy.
Yeah, that animation's in No Mercy.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
And
it's like,
and Inoki's
you're going, old man.
Inoki's like mid to late 50s at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my God.
Late 50s.
And then here's one to Misawa that he does, too.
Yeah, the first big Noah show.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, just like, you're going.
Yeah, fuck. Vader really hates Japanese old men.
Yep.
And now he looks terrible. I don't know if you've seen him recently, but he looks horrible.
Yeah, he still does some dates.
I know, and he's almost 60.
Is Vader almost 60?
He's almost 60.
Wow.
I looked it up.
It's time. It's time. What time is it? That was a really bad joke.
Yep, that's okay. It's all about bad jokes, bad wrestling, and bad WrestleManias.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of which,
a lot of WrestleManias aren't good.
This WrestleMania is going to be
probably one of them.
Oh, fucking awful.
Which WrestleMania is this now?
This is 30.
30. It's a big one.
Now,
so they're going to do all the big matches for 30, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. much like last year, I don't know any of the matches.
Which is the best.
Yes, because Kelly's reaction to finding out matches is the greatest thing.
The best thing about our thing last year was telling Kelly the matches and him getting
telling Kelly last year that there was a Ryback-Mark Henry singles match was amazing.
And then the beauty that came out of that, which we didn't even know at the time, was it would lead to more awesome things, because Mark Henry would go on to beat Ryback clean, and then Ryback would get the next title shot.
That's how it works.
That made losing to Mark Henry made Ryback number one.
If you lose at Mania, you get that one.
You're number one contender.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Which is, and it's the same sort of thing with the IC title. If you have the IC title, your win-loss record, you will have more losses with the IC than you have wins.
As champion, depending on how long your reign is, you're going to go about 5-38.
Yeah, because you will lose so many times in non-title matches.
Clean
as a sheet.
You will take their finish and it's over.
Yes.
Yeah.
No schmozzes.
Mid-card
no screw
title.
jobs.
Mid-card title is a winning percentage kiss of death.
Well, only if you're defending it, because if you have the U.S. title, you don't have to defend it.
True. Yeah.
U.S. title is like a part of... It's like entrance gear. That's what it is. It's
the U.S. title is the $1 million title.
Yeah, it's now something that you just wear to the ring.
One
for your
guy
matches.
has it.
Yeah.
So am I going to get...
There's a couple you might get.
Well, what's our...
Because what really got me angry last year was fucking Fandango versus... They're wasting Jericho
Fandango, yeah. That was the thing. Well, at the time we're like, Fandango's first match, they're doing it with Jericho at WrestleMania. That seems like kind of a waste of Jericho. But in hindsight, knowing how great Fandango has done, it was all worth it, right, guys?
Well, I mean, he's on TV.
Sometimes.
He's got some pretty cool pants.
He has interesting pants, and he hurts his butt.
Yeah, he does.
That's the thing. You got to be kind of ballsy to have a finish of a top rope leg drop.
And a finish where at any given time you could break your tailbone.
And I love the fact that Ron Funches cut that promo about it, and he was like Fandango, they gave you a crappy gimmick, but you're still running with it. Good for you.
Always positive.
Yeah. I don't think there's any matches this year that are going to make you as mad as last year, but there are some matches that you're going to be like, oh, I don't want to fucking sit through that.
I don't. I don't even know the matches that I don't.
I was going to say, what's our format for this? Because we got a decent chunk of things WrestleMania related.
Our format is to review WrestleMania, then turn the podcast off, and then go to Portland. And see all of the wonderful people that live in the city of Portland.
Try to meet all the extras from Portlandia.
Because Portland is the butthole of America.
It's a fun place. There's a lot of community gardens, I think.
a lot of unwashed armpits.
Yeah, but format is because we have a bunch of lists.
Oh, we have to do all the lists.
I don't know.
There's so many. There's like 5.
Yeah, there are like 5.
Let's do the list first.
And then
we'll finish up with the actual Mania card.
Start with past and then go to present.
You calm down.
I'm dreading this.
We're making you wait.
It's only gonna get worse.
My doctor is warning me about my blood pressure, and it just...
Well, I just hope that we don't do anything illegal tonight, because I'd hate for the cops to show up.
What is that reference?
What are you talking about? I would hate for a cop to show up and insinuate that any of us were having gay sex with each other.
Oh no! What have we got here? All the little pretty boys talking about your little wrestling, huh? You like to get together, watch your fellas getting around in your underwear, touching each other, huh? Is that what you like?
No, we don't like that, Officer O'Shaughnessy.
Are you sure? Because I can take you downtown. Put you down in the drunk tank. There's lots of guys down there that like to touch little boys in their underwear. Get you guys down to your skivvies. Slapping you around.
But I'm not a little boy. I'm a full-grown man.
Oh, you say that now. They get you down in there. Oh, you'll be praying for death. I'll tell you that much.
But I poo from there.
Oh, not tonight. You don't. All right, well, I'm going to go make my rounds. People owe me some braves. So I don't want to come back here. If I come back here, you better be watching something good. Something like, I don't know, football.
I promise we won't be doing this when you come back.
Like NFL football? American football? That's what you mean?
Do you want to lose your teeth there? Huh? Huh?
No, so, footy. We'll watch Chelsea and Arsenal. Those are two teams I've heard of.
You watch whatever the hell you like. I'm still going to come down here and beat the shit out of you.
Oh, no!
Right, that's what you get for giving me lip.
Officer O'Shaughnessy, no!
Unless you got maybe, I don't know, a few little coins there you can spare with.
I think I have something I can probably scrummage up here, but
Alright, well, I'll be back later on, maybe sometime around midnight. And if you're still doing this, I tell you, it's going to get ugly. Real ugly.
I don't want it to get ugly. I'm too pretty for it to get ugly.
Alright, well, I'm getting the hell out of here. Alright, what happened? Kelly,
where'd you go?
I was in the bathroom.
Oh,
Kelly's the Shawn Michaels
You
of
missed-
Officer O'Shaughnessy. Like, whenever anything's going on, he's got to go off screen.
I lost a smile there for a second.
Kelly can't be involved in any of that business.
yeah.
Well, I'm scared now.
Well, Kelly, you should have seen it.
Well,
This mean old Irish police officer came in. Called us a couple of fagos.
This guy sounds like a real bastard.
Oh,
He was
hey,
a real piece of work.
don't let him hear you say that.
Oh,
He'll take you downtown and your butthole will get wrecked.
oh man, I really don't like this guy.
Yeah. Oh, he made some threats.
I hope the cop doesn't hear that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I really didn't know what you were going for either.
Well-
So, what we did...
Here's the thing. I need to explain this.
Go ahead.
So, Kelly and I have jobs where we have to constantly do work and we're busy and have things that we need to do all day. Scott, on the other hand, has a job where it seems like all he does with his time is make up lists of WrestleMania things.
Only lately. It's been a slow month.
only of the last year.
No, a couple years have been like SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Rumble.
He mixes up a little. I get Facebook messages from Scott where he says, so this is what happens when Scott gets bored at work. And so he lists every single WrestleMania main event in order from best to worst.
Yeah, I did main events,
Title matches, and Undertaker.
and Undertaker matches.
Spoiler alert, Giant Gonzalez was number one.
Number one bad.
Number one best.
Yeah, that's
A
a
man in a half man, half gorilla costume
Was it even
that is 7'9".
It was fake muscles
Fake muscles with
and
fur.
and fur.
And fur. with like a furry loincloth on.
Yeah,
in boots?
And boots.
and boots. Yeah, it was a look. All right.
And Brother Love?
Yeah, probably.
I think so.
Yeah.
I love you.
Look how red my face is.
Because he's a stinking drunk, that's why. Jerry Lawler, you raped that 13-year-old little girl. I'm sorry.
How dare you say
Eddie Gilbert's legacy.
Tom
Oh no,
Gilbert.
Doug Gilbert.
Doug Gilbert.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Eddie was dead.
They're all dead.
No, Doug's still kicking somehow.
Well, he should go the way of Chris Candido. Too soon?
About the right.
Okay. Well, anyways, so today Scott and I took the time to rank, and Kelly helped when he got here,
Somewhat.
to list and rank all of the WrestleMania matches for
Some people.
for a select few
I was
guys.
gonna say some people we like, but we don't like.
some.
We really don't like two of them.
Some that were really hard. You know, like Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Very hard. For the reason that a lot of his matches are good, and then there's people like Randy Orton, who was hard because a lot of his matches are god awful.
And John Cena. John Cena
John Cena
has sucked a dick at WrestleMania.
Woof.
Not just at WrestleMania, but mostly at WrestleMania.
Well, no. Yeah. Yeah. No, his dick sucking is not limited to WrestleMania. Yeah. But
Am I having a stroke or does it smell like popcorn?
it smells like popcorn.
Okay.
Actually.
Good, I was scared for a second.
Yeah. Do you want to pull up the Taker matches on your phone? Or throw up?
Well, I wasn't involved in the Taker matches because...
They're all correct.
I know, they're all correct, because you had done them ahead of time.
Yeah.
Should I just read from the bottom up?
Sure, yeah.
So there's 21. of them, obviously, because he's 21 now. 21, Giant Gonzalez at WrestleMania 9.
Yeah.
The handicap match versus Big Show and the A-Train at WrestleMania 19.
I had the pleasure of seeing Taker's second worst match live.
Well, good for you. God, King Kong Bundy at 11.
Oh, I remember that.
Snook at 7. Sid at 13, where Sid shits his pants.
Oh, he shit his pants, big dummy.
The Big Boss Man at 15. That Hell in a Cell where he hangs him.
I couldn't remember what was worse between Bossman and Sid.
I think Sid is worse, but Bossman's still pretty bad.
Sid got the bump downwards because of the pants shitting.
Because of the pants shitting.
That's literally what, like, I'm like, both of these suck.
Yes.
One of these matches involved poo. So it goes down.
You stab the guy and you shit your pants.
I remember hearing that for the first time from Michael Landsberg on Off the Record when he was doing a bunch of, like, he was during WrestleMania 18 and he had a bunch of wrestlers on and he was doing, like, shoots kind of with them and said, like, oh, what's a funny story you can tell? And Taker was doing the biker gimmick, so he was allowed to talk.
Yeah.
And he told the story of how he picked him up for the tombstone and Sid had shit his pants. And I was like,
what was his words? Like, the big dummy shit
the
himself.
the big dummy shit himself, yeah. Okay, I got Kane at 20, Mark Henry at 22 in the casket match. Jake Roberts at 8, Diesel at 12, Kane at 14, Orton at 21, Triple H at 17, Flair at 18, Edge at 24, Triple H at 28.
That was the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, Batista at 23, CM Punk at 29. Number 3 is Triple H at 27. 2 is Shawn Michaels at 26. And number 1 is Shawn Michaels at 25.
Yeah. What's interesting is I think his top 8 matches are his most recent 8 matches. Was it 8?
No.
7? 9?
Where
does the streak end?
7. Because 8 is Flair at 18.
It gets broken by Flair, yeah.
And 10 is Orton at 21.
Right.
But to me, I put Orton.
Might put the Orton higher?
I put Orton above the Triple H at 17. So.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but it still doesn't matter because Flair's still above.
Yeah. The streak would have kept going if the Mark Henry match was better or against a different opponent.
It wasn't Mark Henry.
Yeah.
There was probably somebody at that point that they could have put in there that wasn't Mark Henry.
I would think so.
Yes.
I think they could have found a better opponent for Taker at
Especially considering he's the number 1 guy and he's got a streak at WrestleMania. You might want to put somebody better in there.
Yeah, Mark Henry casket match would be great.
I guess the fact that Mark Henry was kind of trying to be... They were trying to make him a monster, and they're like,
hey,
what's a good way to kill a monster? Like, WrestleMania Undertaker streak.
I was going to say, the logic worked. Yeah, Mark Henry's getting a real big push. I guess it makes sense to go against Taker. I'm like, oh, wait, but Taker's going to beat him. So what does that do for Henry's push? Nothing.
Fuck Henry.
Yeah.
Yes.
The whole pain.
And then my projected...
do I have to read the whole fucking thing?
No, I was just going to say my projected for where the Lesnar match is going to fit in.
Oh, gotcha.
I think I wrote it.
Gotcha. You said that Scott projects that the Brock match moves into number 6 if it completely overachieves, then between 3 and 5, or number 10-ish if it underachieves.
Yeah. So 6 puts it between what?
6 puts it between Triple H and Bautista. Sorry, Bautista.
Yeah, I could see it being somewhere in there.
Bautista.
And yeah, if it's somehow amazing, then yeah,
it'll be better than
it beats
Bautista.
like Batista and the Punk match and stuff. And if it's bad, then it'll be below like Randy Orton. Yeah.
Yeah. Bautista. Bautista.
And then, Bautista. So that list was pretty much just me, and then the rest were collaborative.
Although I would have concurred with that Undertaker one.
Yeah.
If I had picked them, I would have picked them in that order.
Yeah.
Except for Orton higher, but whatever.
Right.
It's not a podcast if I don't slap you in the face.
One day I'm going to explain to you how they can't see you slapping me in the face on a podcast.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
So, we did them for Shawn, Trips, Orton, Cena, Edge. What do we want to investigate?
I say that we leave the Shawn Michaels one for last because it was the hardest one to choose the top number 1. So let's get Orton and Cena out of the way because they both fucking suck.
Yeah. So let's delve into Orton's WrestleMania history. So we had his worst at... Oh, yeah. That was an easy pick, actually. Most of these we ranked from the bottom up. We figured out what's their worst match, and then knocked that off, and then just kept going, what's their worst match of this, and so on, until we got to the best. And occasionally we'd do 1 and 2 first if they were obvious. So, Orton's worst WrestleMania match, maybe the worst WrestleMania match.
It's pretty fucking bad.
I had it really low on the list of main events, for sure. Probably along with Cena Miz. Orton Triple H, WrestleMania 25. What a piece of shit.
It's awful.
And
what do you expect? It's Orton.
It followed Shawn Taker 1.
Yep.
So it had that working against it.
Yep.
And it also had the fact that it was boring as shit. It was supposed to be this blood feud. Didn't Orton murder every member of the McMahon family as a build up to this?
Yeah.
Didn't he punt Stephanie?
Yeah.
And then they just had
did he give her an abortion? I
don't think
the stomach?
I don't think he aborted her.
Okay. I couldn't remember if that was like part of the thing.
I don't think so, but he did everything but. Like, no, he got her pregnant and then kicked her in the stomach.
That's ruthless.
Yeah, the in and the out.
In and out.
Yeah, so anyway, it was like this crazy blood feud, and then they just had a wrestling match, and
they laid around.
It wasn't very good.
There was some spooning involved. And
it just really sucks.
It was terrible.
And then 1 year later, Randy certainly redeemed himself in a weird-ass fucking three-way with him and his other 2 legacy friends, Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase, where they were all heels, and then they broke up, and one of Rhodes or DiBiase, I think the plan was DiBiase, was to go face and have a big push. But then, during the build-up to this match at Mania, they realized that nobody liked Cody Rhodes or Ted DiBiase, so they decided to push neither of them, keep them heel, and turn Orton face.
And the thing, too, is, that match is essentially Orton squashing the 2 of them.
Yes.
There's very limited offense.
Yeah, because of the way it panned out, it ended up as basically a handicap match.
Kind of, yeah.
With the face 1 squashing the heel 2.
Yeah. The only thing I remember is that was when Orton first did the double legs on the second rope DDT. And he did it to both of them. I think that was the first time I remember him doing it. It is.
Very exciting. Anyway, that's his second worst match. Next was another three-way from... Man, Orton really had a good mid to late 2000s. Because the next one is from 2 years before that. Another three-way, Triple H and Cena. 3 biggest names in the company. Having a pretty nothing match.
It sucks.
It's fucking boring.
They suck.
This Triple H and
Triple H Cena.
Orton.
There was one, if I remember correctly, there was one spot where I think Triple H had Cena on his shoulders and Orton went for his cross body, and it just ended up in a big mess.
Yeah, I do kind of remember that.
That sounds about right.
I could be wrong, but
yeah, it's no good. So yeah, Orton's 3 worst matches happened in 3 consecutive years. Yeah, because they were all bad. WrestleMania 24, 25, 26. 3 pieces of shit. Next on the countdown, or count up, I guess.
Count up.
Randy Orton versus Kane at WrestleMania 28.
Did this exist?
This was less, at the time of this recording, less than 2 years ago. None of us know this match happened.
Nope.
No,
do not remember it happening.
This year is WrestleMania 30. 2 years ago, slightly less than 2 years ago, was WrestleMania 28. We all watched this show. We all watched it. Kelly?
What?
Stop giving Drew a foot job.
Oh.
We all watched this show. We all watched this match. None of us know we watched this match. What does that say about this match? We gave it the benefit of the doubt.
Whoa.
What?
What if it was so good that we just got amnesia from
that our
it?
mind blew our fucking
minds.
It literally blew our
minds.
minds.
We couldn't.
You know what, though? Now that I'm thinking about it, I do kind of remember this match
You are
happening.
the only one.
And I remember it being ridiculously horrible. It was the outdoor one.
Yeah, I would have been outdoor.
Yeah. Oh, I remember it being horrible.
It was the first rock show, so it was Miami.
Florida. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Oh,
I sort of remember it now. Yeah.
And he was evil welder gimmick?
Yeah, he had the welder mask.
Yeah. Was he welder?
Yeah, he had the welder mask.
I guess he was. Yeah.
Mask over mask. That's how it works.
He was masked? Okay, yeah. I can't remember if he had come back with the mask yet.
Oh my god. He's back at the Royal Rumble.
He's not supposed
He's got a middle mask.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm hard.
I like that kid.
I hate that
That's
kid.
a good kid.
That kid's a shitbag.
So,
Hey, leave him alone.
so we probably have this match in the right spot. Maybe it should be even lower, but the 3 matches below it are all pieces of shit too.
Yep.
So I think it's fine where it is. Next up, so what we did was we...
yeah, he flinched.
Yeah, I flinched because last time you actually hit me. I was playing the odds.
Not with a punch.
I guess not with a punch.
I wouldn't punch you in
Anyway.
the face. I'm not an asshole.
We put their projected WrestleMania 30 matches in the rankings for those who have them this year too. So next up, we stuck in another 3-way versus Batista versus presumably Daniel Bryan.
Maybe.
In WrestleMania 30.
Assuming he wins.
What are you doing?
If he's not in it, then it's going to be last. It could be last. Realistically, let's assume that for some bullshit reason,
If they actually boned
Triple
Daniel
H
Bryan?
beats Daniel Bryan,
Ooh.
and that match is Orton Batista.
Riot, New
Orton,
Orleans.
Batista, Triple H.
Heel.
Oh, triple heel?
Wait,
And-
if Trips wins, he's in? Oh!
Yes.
I didn't know that. I thought it was only if Daniel Bryan won.
No, they added the step where the winner... It is a 3-way, and the winner of Bryan Trips is in it.
What if they somehow fucking do that, and it's heel main
Then
event?
it makes sense, because it's WrestleMania 30, Triple X. Triple X was a heel tag team. It's the Da Vinci Code!
No, before you explained it with that last sentence, nobody knew what you were talking
Oh,
about.
I know.
I hate to tell you this. TNA does not book WWE's WrestleMania.
You don't know that.
Okay, if the main event is Triple H, Batista, Orton, yeah, TNA is booking WrestleMania.
It's also the worst, not only the worst Orton match, it's the worst WrestleMania match of all time.
That's
What if it legitimately happens? Like, what if they're like, fuck you fans, I hate all you fucking marks,
You've all bought the network already.
You're fucking retarded.
It doesn't matter what we do.
Daniel Bryan scum,
We can do anything and you'll keep watching.
because you're whores.
You'll complain and then watch next week.
Yeah.
Because you have the average IQ of 10. Because you live in the South.
Yeah. You are scum and we hate you. Love WWE. They literally can't do it though. Like they can do a lot of things. They literally can't do this.
What if they do?
They can't. It's impossible.
What if they do, and then they turn Batista back into a face?
They can't. The fans hate all 3 of those
If
people.
Triple H wins, does most of the crowd leave?
For real, legit, the only person that could turn face in that match is Triple H. Yeah.
No, God.
The fans will not cheer.
But not after beating Daniel Bryan.
But not after beating Daniel Bryan. Yeah, that is, if they want the biggest disaster in the history of
like
sports,
Like, honestly, do you think
then
that
have Trips over
the
Bryan.
minute Triple H beats Daniel Bryan, do you think that half the crowd leaves?
Yes.
Or try to, like, run the ring.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I 100%
No.
think Daniel Bryan's winning.
I don't think there would be a riot. I think legit, I'd say a quarter will leave.
And they would hijack the show. It would be nothing but
A
booing.
quarter will leave and the rest will hijack it.
They would just boo everything for the rest of the night.
For sure.
All the way through.
Yeah. Which
They
would
would,
actually
they would
be...
boo Undertaker. They would boo...
Now that we're talking about it, this would actually be an amazing social experiment.
It would.
This would be so cool now.
Yeah, it really would. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And man, if there's any time for them to do it, it's now. Because literally, it doesn't matter what they book. They have the money. They have the numbers.
Yeah.
Like, people have bought the network for the next 6 months. It doesn't matter.
What if Daniel Bryan and Triple H somehow managed to have, like, a double pinfall? And now it's a 4-way.
That's not impossible.
Yeah.
But I think they really do have to have
I know.
Bryan beat him.
It's not like if Bryan's winning the title.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like it's going to happen. But how bullshit, like, crazy would that be?
Yeah.
Like, I would lose my goddamn mind if
I
that
kind of want to
happened.
see that now.
Me too.
It's,
Like, I
it's
kinda
pretty
do.
amazing. It's
And, like, you know what I would love to see, too?
I like interesting above all else, and goddamn, if that is
I would love to see Triple H pedigree him in the middle of the ring, roll him over,
Wait 2 minutes.
and then wait,
Booker T that shit.
and then stand on him while staring at the camera and mouthing the words, fuck you.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fucking great. Now I'm not even going to be mad if...
If that happens.
Yeah, because before I'm like, oh man, if they somehow have Bryan lose, I'm going to be mad, but I'm not anymore, because it's just going to be an amazing social experiment.
Oh my god, that would be crazy.
So anyway, as far as Orton matches go, we put that as his number 7 of 11, because Bryan's going to work his ass off in the match, but the other two guys are Randy Orton and Batista. So, you know, it can only be so good.
You can only work so much with bull crap and dog shit.
And next match I want to talk more about, but I don't want to give away a WrestleMania match to soften the blow for Kelly. But Orton's number 6 we had as Orton, Big Show, and Sheamus versus The Shield, which was kind of a weird waste of The Shield at their first WrestleMania.
Yeah.
As for what they're doing at this year's WrestleMania, whether it's a waste of them again or not, we'll find out. But so that's number 6 for Orton. Number 5 we had
Shaughnessy here.
Well, he said he's not coming back till midnight. It's
he's not coming for a while.
That's true.
Number 5, we had Money in the Bank 3 at WrestleMania 23, 2007, which is Orton, Kennedy, Edge, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, CM Punk, Fit Finlay, and Booker T. 8 people?
King Booker.
King Booker, I'm sorry. Yes, he was King Booker. He had won the 2006 King of the Ring. So this match, when Drew and I did this before Kelly came, and I was trying to remember if a certain spot happened in this match, or if it happened,
or if you dreamed it
in a fever dream of mine.
You do have a lot of fever dreams.
Yes, I do. I am prone
You're not
to
very healthy.
fevers and dreaming. I thought Kennedy gave Hornswoggle the Green Bay plunge off of a ladder, but it sounded too crazy when I said it out loud to have actually happened. And Drew couldn't remember if it did, but Kelly confirmed it did.
100%
In fact, happen. And that it was crazy. And it was a pretty fun match. Most of the early Money in the Banks are fun, and then they just kind of have diminishing returns as they went on.
Yeah, well, also too, the first couple had competent competitors, and then later it went less and less of high-flying spotty guys, and more of just oh crap, we've been running a storyline with this person for a while, we have to do something with the Mania. What do you think?
Yeah, that's how you get Kane and Mark Henry and Bobby Lashley.
And Finlay, kind of.
Finlay's weird, but he's good, so I don't care. But Bobby Lashley in a Money in the Bank, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So that's Orton's number 5. Number 4, CM Punk at WrestleMania 27. It was pretty good. It had the cool finish, but as I said, we've seen the cool finish a lot. They catch the guy out of a springboard spot. It looked good. It was well executed. The match was fine, and that was
better finish. That the first time it happened, or Shawn Michaels, Shelton Benjamin?
Oh, Shawn Shelton was way better.
Yeah.
Whack. However, I do think that people overrate the shit out of that Shawn Shelton match. It's a pretty good match with a great finish, and people talk about it like as an all-time great match.
I honestly don't even remember the match.
5.5 stars. 5.5 stars.
The match is fine and a really cool finish, and that's it.
But you gotta look at it like this. It's Shelton Benjamin against Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
It's not like it's Shelton Benjamin and Bob Holly.
Yeah.
And it's a good match with a great finish, right? It's or it's not even Shawn versus
Bob Holly.
No, Triple H or something,
Okay.
right? Shelton at the time wasn't really
He was a mid-carder.
He was a mid-carder who had just come out of tag team division.
Yeah.
And he had a great match with a top level superstar. That's why people like it so much.
Yeah, it is because it really and it did a lot for Shelton at the time. Not much long term,
not
but
long term at all.
I don't know. Shelton did get
4-minute loss to Bad Luck Fale.
If you want to fast forward to very recent, then 4-minute loss to Bad Luck Fale. So that's Orton's number 4. It's fine. Normally, for most people, if we were at their number 4 match, we'd be saying, yeah, this match was awesome. We're not there yet with Orton, and still not with number 3.
And we're never going to get there.
Spoiler, we're not going to get there at all. Number 3, Evolution versus Rock and Sock from WrestleMania 20. Ugh. I think it was fun. Apparently I'm the only one who thinks it was fun.
Well, it's like I said, it's a lot of Orton and Foley. Just fucking around. Yeah. And then Batista and Rock throwing muscly punches at each other that don't... And Flair doesn't do anything. There's a lot of floor fighting, too.
I remember Flair doing good comedy, actually.
Yeah. But there's a lot of floor fighting, and they don't really do anything.
Yeah. Nevertheless, Orton's 3rd best WrestleMania match. Yep. Number 2, the 3-way... man, dude's done a lot of 3-ways, and another one this year.
Well, he's gay, so...
There you go. 3-way with Angle and Ray, WrestleMania 22.
That went 9 minutes.
It was pretty good, but it was a 9-minute world title match. That was weird.
Yep.
Not sure why it was booked like that, but the right guy won, and there were good spots, so...
You just think I'm the right gay guy. What? It's Hogan.
And so yeah, that's his number 2. And number 1, I guess by default, because even it's not a great match. It's just pretty good.
I like it.
Drew likes it more than me. I don't know where Kelly stands. We're going to find out in a minute. Versus Undertaker, WrestleMania 21. I appreciate Drew's reasoning for liking it more than I do. Because like this, it was right around the time the streak had become a huge deal.
Yeah.
And Orton was a legitimate threat to it.
Yeah.
I think
Orton's been the biggest threat to it.
I agree. I think he's been one of the only threats to it.
Yeah.
Because that, like, from, I don't know, I guess from WrestleMania 19 or 20 on, the streak was a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, and then, like, in more recent years, like, yeah, he's been against Trips and...
But you know that
Sean...
You know that Sean or Trips aren't going to end it.
Well, that's the thing, is, like...
There's no point.
There's no reason for them
Absolutely.
to do it, and there's no reason for Taker to lose.
Yeah.
Right? There's no reason to break the streak, and there's no reason for any of those guys to break it. Orton was on the way up.
Yeah.
The only other guy...
He was on the way up. They were clearly pushing him huge.
The only other 2 guys that I thought it would have made sense at some point, not actually when they faced them,
right,
would have been if Edge had faced him at an earlier WrestleMania,
yeah,
or if Punk had faced him at an earlier WrestleMania, because it would have been. It's a good way to like.
Yeah.
You're forever like you're a made man if they could have done that, right?
Yeah.
Like before Edge kind of became like that transitional champion where he had it like 12 times or whatever.
If Edge had done it in 2006,
or like even if Edge had done it, if Edge was in like Orton's place. Or if Punk had done it at, like, WrestleMania 25 or 6, right?
Yeah.
Like, right before he had started to really get big, makes sense. But it doesn't make sense for a semi-retired Triple H or a essentially retiring Shawn Michaels.
Going to retire Shawn Michaels.
For them to beat Undertaker, who is then theoretically still going to wrestle more WrestleManias.
Yeah, and it certainly doesn't make sense for a part-time Brock Lesnar to beat him.
No, absolutely not. And like right now, like I don't think that.
And another guy who potentially at the time could have or should have, well, maybe not should have, but could have been Taker is John Cena.
I guess, but again, I don't know that it really makes sense for Cena to win. Cena's already been.
Not now.
No, but I mean at that time, like any time, like the only time it would have been is like really early in Cena's wrestling, like 21, 22,
I'm
23.
thinking like 22 in place of the Triple H match. Because the Triple H match is what they used to solidify Cena as the man. So, like, they could have used Taker to solidify Cena as the man. People would have been pissed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
I think people would have been pissed no matter what. Like, even in that Shawn match, if he had lost, they still would have been pissed. Even though it was, like, an amazing match, they still would have been pissed.
Yeah, the streak was over.
But yeah, Orton was definitely, I think, the most viable threat to end the streak.
And another thing now, I think... Now the streak is so entrenched. I don't think anyone can beat it now. I think he retires with the streak.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they ever let him retire.
Do you remember watching that match?
Which one?
The Randy Orton one.
Yes.
And like, did you? Because I'm pretty sure that
I remember we watched it in your basement not that long ago, like in recent.
Are you talking about live watching?
Live, yes. I'm talking about live because we were here in pieces. Yeah. And like I think both of us actually kind of thought that Orton was winning.
Yeah.
And we were both we're obviously both really mad about it. Yeah. But I think remember when they did the false finish with the RKO, right?
Yeah.
And we were both like, as soon as they hit it, I think you and I both looked at each other and were like, no, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, it's not happening. No! Yeah, like, I just remember both of us being really mad about it, and then it didn't happen, obviously. But
God damn, our damn wrestling show didn't go the way
it's still real to me, damn it.
I'm gonna complain on the internet.
Kurt Angle is one of the most celebrated amateur athletes.
I think in 2004 we need a wrestler in the White House.
Because there's just a lot of lizard men in there right now. Warrior, why are you refusing to talk to us on camera? Oh, he's on the move again. He's moving.
So, from Randy Orton, we go to the other end of the wrestling spectrum, and by that I mean the same end, John Cena.
The even darker end of the rainbow.
You mean the Harlem end of the rainbow?
So Cena has had a poor run of WrestleMania matches. As Drew said, he's had a poor run of other matches too. But
he's had a poor wrestling life.
But
all of his good matches are not on the big stage.
They're not. It's weird. But I think we'll get to that after we name his number 1 WrestleMania match. We'll name all the other matches that are better than his number 1 WrestleMania match. So Cena's worst WrestleMania match, he's had, counting this year will be 11. So number 11, I think we did this one first because it was the easiest. Number 11 versus The Miz. Any disagreements on that?
It's The Miz.
Worst main event.
Worst main event.
Worst
champion.
Worst title match.
Worst finish.
Worst finish.
Yeah,
worst champion. Like the worst person to hold the title.
Oh yeah, worst champion going in.
Yeah.
Yeah, worst defending champion. That's true.
The only reason that this match happened was to set up the next year's WrestleMania.
Next year's WrestleMania. Yeah, this was...
Oh, Kelly,
rough.
A friend with weed is a friend indeed.
Oh, we have to
Leprechaun
watch
and
that.
the Hood jokes.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that.
I can't download it. Nobody has a seeding torrent of it.
Oh.
I'll find it for you, don't worry. I got your back. High five.
But
you can't watch it with us.
Yeah.
Okay. Feelings aren't hurt at all. Next up, we already touched on just another person involved. Cena, Orton, Triple H, WrestleMania 24, three-way that nobody... Three biggest guys in the company, nobody cared. It's amazing how they managed to bury their top talent.
Yeah.
Well, when you shove them down people's throats enough.
Yeah, when you have the two of them face each other for the title every pay-per-view for like 2 years, then a little bit of a break, then like 8 months, and a little bit of a break, and then 6 months.
Yeah. I'm actually amazed on WrestleMania 24 that they had the balls to not put that match on last and put Taker Edge on last. Yep. I guess maybe
because it's Taker.
The streak was happening and it was a title match because the streak was in full swing by.
And Edge was kind of pretty big at that time.
Yeah, and I knew I'm just impressed that they knew that Taker Edge would be the much better match and that they shouldn't. And Orton won the three-way, right? So the heel won. So I guess that's another reason. But good for them at least not putting it on last.
Well, Taker was winning the title, right? So
yes,
that's kind of a big thing. You want to end on the high note.
You definitely want to end on that. Yeah. So next up was Cena Batista, WrestleMania 26. I was saying when we ranked this that this was actually during Batista's awesome phase, where he cut super douchebag heel promos, and his wardrobe was amazing, but he's actually never been good at actual wrestling, unfortunately.
What about MMA?
He's good at MMA.
He's really good at MMA.
He's 1-0.
Yeah.
Against a fat guy.
Undefeated in the sport. But yeah, I do remember the only Cena Batista thing I remember was their Last Man Standing, which was a month or two later, where he duct taped him to the post. We duct taped his legs to the post so he couldn't get up.
Yeah. I remember
that was Batista's at the time retirement match.
Yeah.
I guess it was May 2010.
The only thing I remember from any match they ever had was when Cena jumped off the top rope and Batista powerbombed him and broke his whatever.
Was that Mania?
Was it Mania?
It could have been.
I don't remember.
No, it was earlier. It was their previous feud.
Yeah, because they showed that clip.
08 or so.
Yeah.
That was good. But yeah, this match was nothing.
Anything that hurts John Cena and takes him off TV is fine by me.
Nothing happened. It was no good. And then I can't remember if I did these backwards or not. What did we say? Rock 1 or 2 was better? Rock
2 is better.
Okay, so I did
slightly better.
Yeah. Where's my pen? I did them wrong.
You're dum-dum.
Anyway, so we had Rock...
Listen here, dum-dum.
We had Rock 1 next. That was another bummer of a WrestleMania. The last few...
And so many botched moves. And Cena couldn't even take a rock bottom properly.
Oh, yeah. And then there was a fucked up hip toss.
Yeah, fucked up hip toss and then the leg drop off the top rope. Then he landed with his butt on Rock's shoulder.
Sat on Rock's shoulder, yeah. And the rock bottom where Cena landed on his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that match was no good. Yeah, that was the second year in a row, 27 and 28. I just left just all bummed from that match. Cena Miz, I was bummed, and Cena Rock, I was bummed.
Yep.
And and also Cena Rock because I thought that I was going to see Bryan Danielson in a world title match at WrestleMania, and then Sheamus kicked him and pinned him.
Yeah.
So that Mania was no fun.
That Mania was terrible.
Next, we've got Cena's first WrestleMania match versus The Big Show for the U.S. title.
Yeah.
It was what it was. It was the first big match to put Cena over.
And the whole match was building up to him FUing the Big Show.
Yeah, and he did, and he won.
Yep.
Next. Next, the Big Show is back in a three-way with Cena and Edge at WrestleMania 25.
Where the whole match was building to
Cena FUing Big Show and
Big
Edge.
Show and Edge at the same time.
Yeah, so it's basically it was literally the same match, only they and Edge.
Like we said, it's impressive to lift two guys, but when one of them is the Big Show, and the other one's Edge, who's not, like, he's not big, but he's tall.
He's 200 and something pounds.
Yeah, and he's like 6'6", like he's a big dude.
He's a tall dude, yeah. So yeah, that's super impressive, and can't take that away. I couldn't tell you a damn other thing about that match.
Nothing but net.
Nothing but net. Next is the projected John Cena versus Bray Wyatt from this year. And I guess that's a spoiler for Kelly.
Whatever,
We'll get
he
into.
knew.
Okay, I knew about that one.
Okay, that's fine. Good. That's I don't know, we were talking about the card, but I don't know. That's a weird-ass fucking WrestleMania match, especially for a big one like 30.
Well, my thoughts on it are they had to keep Cena out of the title match. They're not.
I'm amazed they did keep Cena out of the title
keep,
match because it's WrestleMania 30.
Yeah, they're not going to give him Lesnar. They're not going to give him Taker because they're both gone. Or they're both, matched up. There's no Punk. Trips was busy. Like, they had to do something with him.
It's weird that John Cena, of all people, was the odd man out for big WrestleMania matches, though.
You got to change it up a little bit, I guess.
Weird. Well, no, they should. I'm just amazed they did.
Yeah,
it makes no sense the way everything they've done up to now.
Well, I guess they really felt like they needed somebody to go against Wyatt.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Wyatt family gets cheered. John Cena gets half and half. So...
Oh, Wyatt is, and especially at Mania, because it's all like the hardcore fans, Wyatt is 100% the face in this match.
Absolutely.
He's getting all the face balls.
They're going to be mad when Cena wins.
The money's coming in on Wyatt.
You're gay.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, but that's what the money's coming in on right now. Next is Cena Triple H at WrestleMania 22. Once again, we're at the person's number 4 match. Still not a good match.
Nope.
It was, so this was 2006, so this was Cena's second WrestleMania World Title match.
And CM Punk's debut.
And CM Punk's debut as a Chicago gangster.
Yep.
And they get a nice close-up of him smiling.
Yeah,
and all the smarks were like, oh!
And... yeah, it was a match. It was a WrestleMania main event, I guess, and Trips put him over. And
good for him.
Yeah, good for him. And that's all I got on that.
I don't remember a goddamn thing from that.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Oh, know what I do remember? The boo yay exchange.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Yeah.
Triple H would hit him. Yay. Cena would fire back. Boo.
And that was right. That was early in the Cena booing.
Yeah.
Yes.
2006.
Yeah.
I actually couldn't remember. I was wondering, and not to the point where I would actually go back and watch it because I don't want to watch Cena Triple H. But I was wondering if he was getting booed yet by March 2006. So he was, you say?
Yeah.
Yep. And then it kept going for the next 8 years, and they never turned him heel.
Nope. They can't.
Actually amazing.
Yeah.
They can't now. They could have in 2006.
Yeah.
Because he was not their cash cow in 2006.
Yeah, it's too late now. There's no turning back.
I guess not. I guess he's got to go to WCW and start the NWO if he wants to turn heel.
I guess.
It's the only way to do it.
TNA.
That would be...
I don't think he wants to go heel, though.
Obviously he doesn't.
Yeah.
But, which takes us to number 3, Rock number 2 at Mania 28. It was better than
but it's still not
sorry, 29.
It's still not amazing.
Yeah. There was, like...
Less botches.
Less botches. I don't remember moves where you're supposed to land on your back, where you landed on your feet, so that's a better start.
The Rock still got hurt.
Rock still got hurt.
Quit wrestling.
Yeah.
Quit wrestling.
Said he was never going to wrestle again.
Oh, yeah, and in a way, kind of fucked up this year's WrestleMania card, because it was supposed to be Rock and Brock.
Yep.
Way to go. Dum-dum. But yeah, it was better. They were still, like, there was a lot of kicking out of finishers, like, a lot. And because this was only last year, so it's 2013, and fans have been so trained, especially by, like, pay-per-view and Mania main event matches, that you, like, there have to be a bunch of finishers kicked out of.
Yeah.
So, like, they don't even cheer until an FU and a rock bottom have already been kicked out of. Like, they don't even cheer for the initial pinfalls on that. That's kind of a bummer. Which I think is kind of Kurt Angle's fault. He sort of started that. Like, because until, like, he's applied the ankle lock once and it been escaped, then the fans will cheer for finishes, but not before.
I think I've voiced my opinion on this many times. I'm going to voice it again. I fucking hate wrestling fans. I absolutely fucking hate wrestling
I didn't know where
fans.
I was going either. I was excited.
I hate them.
And I do know your stance on wrestling fans.
I didn't know it was coming now, though.
They ruin it. Being a wrestling fan, they ruin wrestling.
I definitely miss back when it wasn't so internet heavy, because like back then you didn't know when something was going to happen on Raw or something like that. When someone was, like, I had no idea that Jericho was going to show up on Raw.
But I guess it might also be too because we're older now.
Yeah.
And so we understand the business more, so we can kind of take guesses, educated guesses at things. But it's just the fact that, like, you know, they can't even sit there and enjoy something. They have to, like, just constantly chant through things, and like they just want a show that's 3 hours of Daniel Bryan, or maybe like an hour and a half Daniel Bryan, an hour and a half CM Punk. Yeah. Right? Like, that's all they want.
And
but like even when like during like the Austin era, they were still cheering for everybody else. They still wanted to see everybody else. Yeah. Now all they want to do is see Daniel Bryan all the time.
But I think it's not that I'm agreeing with them, but it's a little different because almost all of the alternatives to Daniel Bryan are terrible.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely.
They want the one good thing that's left.
But yeah.
So I see that, but I also know
I think the fact, like, their expectations are too high.
Yes, they
or
are.
not their expectations, but their, like, standards are too high.
Yeah.
Right, like, the fact of the matter is, like, a lot of these, like, marquee fans are, like, old school fans.
Yeah.
Right? Like, the average fan are kids and, like, you know, parents of kids that are, like, maybe not super into it, but are, like, watching it all the time. And the ones that, like, they're setting their standards at, like, you know, Brett, Shawn, like, younger, healthy Taker, Austin, Rock.
I thought you were gonna Andy Kindler at Brett, Shawn, a third wrestler.
But, like, you know, their standards are, like, at the point when there used to be, like, so many guys that were on the top that were all really good.
Basically New Japan now.
Yeah, exactly. And
when you've got 10 guys who can challenge for the title
11 now.
Legitimately. 11 with the sign.
Captain New Japan?
I don't know if you heard that AJ Styles
signed a one-year deal.
A 1 year deal.
Lord.
No, you know, you should be excited. He'll probably be pretty good. He's good.
I've never liked AJ Styles.
He's old, but he's pretty good. He's 39.
Is he?
He's 37.
I guess he's...
Although I will say that three-way he had with Joe and Daniels was fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best matches I've ever seen, I think.
It was
it's fantastic.
bananas.
Yeah.
But
anyways,
I get what you're saying, because, like, a lot of people don't even, like, see how good Cesaro is.
Yeah.
You know, like,
or, like, just how long it took them to get to that point.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't watch NXT, and they should, because it's a lot of good stuff happens
there's lots
on
of stuff on NXT.
And it is booked so much better than any other WWE.
But that's the thing, is
it's booked so logically.
It's not TV booked.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's booked to, like, get those guys in the ring, have their matches, get a little bit of exposure, whereas, like, the main shows are, like, hey, 45 minutes talking, and then squash match, 45 minutes something, right? Like, but yeah, same thing, like, you know, us going in, we're like, you know, Cesaro, Claudio's great.
Yeah.
Right? They might be, he's boring, he doesn't do anything fancy, like, he's a bad guy. Now they've gotten around to it because they gave him the stupid giant swing.
Yeah.
Which, like, okay, doing it to the Great Khali was awesome. Doing it to the Big E is amazing because Big E is so thick.
And,
and he does the, like, arms up, like, he, like, goes. He does the crowd.
And he's got some sweet tits.
Sweet tits. But the thing is, like, yeah, like, I feel like their expectations are so goddamn high that, like, yeah, Cena sucks. Orton sucks. Bautista sucks. Like, they're a really bad guy. Like, really shitty. But, like, they can't even enjoy a match because they're too busy, like,
whining about
it or booing that Daniel Bryan's not in it, right? Like, it's, like, almost like they're trying to have a monopoly on the main events and stuff that, like, you can only have Daniel Bryan in it or we're gonna boo. Right? Like, regardless of if Cena blows and Orton blows and Batista blows, you know, it's still the fact that, like, they're the ones that are, like, putting the product out there and like, trying to further storylines or, like, give you something different, and all you want is the exact same thing every single time.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of the same with, like, when Austin was really big or when The Rock was a face. Like, everybody just waited for Stone Cold to come out and just stomp a mud hole, stunner some people, like, do something terrible to Vince. Like, that's all that they wanted to see, right? But, it, like, I really hate the fact that, like, I hate the whole hijacking the show thing. Like, I hate it. Mm-hmm. It's frustrating. Like, I don't even watch it. Like, half the time like this past Raw, I fast forwarded through the whole thing. I did not take it off fast forward because there was nothing worth watching.
Yeah, I've had those. Depending on the quality of the show, I'll watch a 3-hour Raw in between 5 and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Depending on if I stop.
Go and like maybe there's a Daniel Bryan match against somebody good and you stop. Or, you know, there's like a Brock Lesnar batshit crazy thing and you stop.
Yeah, or like I'll usually watch. I'll watch most of a Heyman promo because he's a real good talker.
Yeah, or like a Cesaro match if he's against somebody
Cesaro
good.
match, yeah.
Yeah, but for the most part, I fast forward through it because fans hijacking the show, like just it. Like, and I don't even care the end result of what happens. Like, after WrestleMania, I don't care if Orton has a title. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, he shouldn't have a title.
Yeah.
But nothing happens to me at the end.
Right.
But, like, the fact that every time I watch it, I just get angry at how, like, ridiculous all the stupid marks are.
Yeah.
And, like, the thing is, the marks are like us. They're, like... And, like, they're some of our friends are like that.
Yep.
And, like, that's the thing that makes me the most mad about being a wrestling fan is, like... that everybody's such a fucking baby about everything.
Yeah, that's good. People are fucking babies.
And it's not like Daniel Bryan's not the best thing they have and the best wrestler in the world and the most entertaining wrestler in the world. Yep. But, like, they're trying to give you something different and you don't want it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't care if they book 100 John Cena versus Randy Orton matches in a row. I mean, I do care because I don't want to watch them.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not up to you. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just so much of the complain, and then watch again next week.
Yeah.
Like, you... And by the way, WWE does not care about your complaining.
No,
they couldn't care less.
They could
unless you complain with your wallet, they don't care.
Hey, dummies, you've already signed up for the WWE Network. We're going to do whatever we want. We already have your money.
Yeah, unless they're...
And you're not going to cancel it because you're dummies.
Yeah, unless they're losing viewers en masse for, like, all the non-Daniel Bryan segments or pay-per-views that Daniel Bryan's not on drop by half.
Randy Orton show.
Yeah, that actually happened. But yeah, they just don't care. They're going to do what they're going to do. Yeah. So, yeah, deal with it. To quote Batista, which is his current
deal with it.
Oh, what got us onto that? Cena Rock 2 got us onto that, which is Cena's
third
best WrestleMania match of all time, which takes us to his second best WrestleMania match of all time, which is still not a great match, versus JBL. His first world title win.
Now, would that match have been better if Triple H had not said, I want more time to have a bad match with Batista?
Yeah, you brought this up when we were talking about it. I didn't remember it, but apparently this match got cut short because Triple H needed to go half an hour with Batista in the main event.
At least I think that was...
Wouldn't you?
That sounds...
It makes sense.
No, it
wouldn't you?
Sounds
I would want to.
Plausible. Yeah, so...
If I'm Triple H and I'm in charge and some other match is going to be better than me, then I pull strings, cut it down.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't want to work Tuesdays.
Yeah, that's a good line. Much like the Triple H match the next year. Does anyone remember much about this match that we ranked his second best match?
Just going in the crowd?
Yeah, I remember a lot of outside of the ring fighting.
Some good brawly stuff.
Yeah.
JBL had some good brawly main events, and I guess this was one of them. It's not as good as any of like the Eddie matches or anything, because Eddie Guerrero in Newsflash is a little bit better than John Cena.
Okay, let's see.
Best JBL match? I'll tell you right now.
Oh, God. Him and Taka versus
Kantai.
Oh, my God.
JBL...
Over the Edge, 98.
I don't know who's meaner to Japanese people, JBL or Vader.
I thought you were going to say JBL or the Enola Gay. And it's about even.
Next time I'll go with that route. Okay, so here's WrestleMania.
Or the I'm on a roller gay.
I'm on a roller gay.
Here's WrestleMania 21. Ray Eddie went 12. First Money in the Bank went 15. Taker Orton went 14.
Wow. I would have said longer.
Trish and Christy Hemme went 4. Kurt and Sean went 27.
Yeah, it was long and it was awesome.
Aki Boner and Big Show went a minute.
Yeah, but...
A minute 03.
A minute of match time. It was
yeah.
about at least a 10-minute segment.
Cena JBL went 11.
Wow, so you're right.
And
11-minute world title match.
And Bautista and Triple H went 21.
Yeah.
21 and a half.
Wow,
so,
I did not know Cena JBL was that short.
That's disappointing, kind of, for Cena. Like,
yeah.
Your first title win, and they're like, you know what?
11.
The old men who are going to retire in a few years need more time.
Yeah. And so yeah, that's Cena's second best match, and his best is really the only match on the whole thing I could go legitimately really good or towards 4 stars. Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 23, which wasn't even going to happen until Triple H's leg fell off at Royal Rumble 07 in an awesome match, DX versus Rated RKO, where Orton did the Phantom Chair Shot. That Triple H's leg fell out of his leg.
His leg fell out of his leg.
And so Shawn got slotted into the match that was going to be Triple H Cena 2, which again wouldn't have been, how about that? So definitely a step up. Not the best match in the world, but Cena's best WrestleMania match, I would say, and I think we all agreed pretty easily. Because even, there's like a gap between 1 and 2. Like, yeah, that's number 1, and number 2, not great, I guess, JBL. But yeah, Cena Shawn was good. It wasn't the best Cena Shawn match. They had a way better match on Raw the next month.
Your take.
And, so there's John Cena's WrestleMania history. Not great.
Somebody reviewed WrestleMania 21 by saying, the changing of the guard that many people expected came with a whimper instead of a bang, in a total reversal from last year's show, where a largely mundane card was saved by the emotional title victories of Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero. This year's elevation of rising stars John Cena and Dave Bautista had no such drama.
True.
That's actually amazing going from one year to the next.
Yeah.
Benoit and Eddie.
Yeah.
Cena and Batista. Yikes.
Batista.
That's that's a drop.
And like
Benoit and Eddie were never going to get the titles again.
No.
Like, that was, it was just kind of
And
like...
they didn't.
They didn't.
And they didn't. Yeah.
And they were both dead within...
Actually, Eddie was maybe going to, because he was maybe going to win it the day he died, wasn't he? Because he was feuding with Batista, who was champion.
He was.
Yeah, he was, actually.
I think Eddie was going to win. So Eddie was probably going to win again. Benoit was never going to win again.
Well, he won the ECW title.
No, he didn't.
Didn't he?
He was going to wrestle for it, and then he killed everyone.
Yeah.
He's
What?
a nice little punk.
Everyone.
Mostly everyone. He left the dogs alone. They were in the enclosure in the back.
With the back door open? That was unlocked.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway.
Can we stop talking about this?
Yeah.
It's depressing.
Anyway, Benoit and Eddie are better than Cena and Batista.
Pretty sure that the Goon is better than Batista.
Oh, the Goon.
The Goon, the original Chris Jericho gimmick.
Well...